Hello, welcome to Only Facts Media with me, your host, Louis, as usual. Got a few things to go through. Got some good news, actually, some good news. I am off to the fatherland, yes, Germany, for their general elections. Normally, it would be held in September, but their Chancellor, Olaf Scholz, has had a massive vote of no confidence. It's a little bit like us doing it to Starmer. And Scholz, has called a general election way too early because he thinks it's going to save his party in his career. He's finished. He's in mud that is sinking faster than the Titanic. He's in some sort of strange sinking mud that I don't think anyone can save him from politically. The biggest gainers at the last any sort of German election, sort of their by-elections, were AfD, Alternative for Deutschland, a so-called far-right party. They're just conservatives. That's all they are. But, you know, if you're not establishment conservative, you're far-right conservative now, aren't you? Hopefully, I do know people connected to the party. I'm not going to mention through who, but someone from in England who I can't get hold of at the moment. He did say we'll have a word with Lutz Bachmann for me, the leader of Pegida, Patriot Europeans Against the Islamification of Europe. Now, I'm pretty sure it's ended now, but this guy wields a lot of power and influence, and he knows everyone in the AfD party, more or less. So, I will see if I can get hold of Lutz. I'll do my best. Talk to Lutz, and then go to Germany. If he's in Germany, so I know he lives in Tenerife. I'd meet up with him in Germany, and hopefully he can introduce me to a few English-speaking MPs. Otherwise, we'll just have to put subtitles in. My German, I can speak a little, I can understand a little, but it's varied, you know what I mean? I need a lot more practice to become an expert, and you guys listening out there are mainly English speakers. Anyway, that's the good news. I'll be in Germany from probably the 20th of Feb to the day after the election on the 24th on a Monday. The election's on 23rd on the Sunday. I can't wait. I don't know where to be based, you see. Should I be at the Reichstag? In and around the Reichstag, where all the mainstream media will be? Or shall I base myself at AfD's headquarters? See if I can get help with someone like Lutz Bachmann getting me in there. It's interesting. If I got offered, I would go to AfD's headquarters instead of stood around with a load of plonkers that I cannot stand in the mainstream media. I'm sure there are good people. There's good people in every industry. But the lies these people have told us now for so many years is beyond unforgivable, in my opinion. Anyway, and that's my good news, my German story. I haven't been and done a story in a foreign land since Poland 6 years ago. Obviously, stuff happened with my dad and I didn't want to do this anymore. But I've started up a new channel and I'm going for it again. I don't see what can stop me this time. I feel good. I feel good about doing it, and yeah, that's all needs to be said on that one. I've got two ideas now. How did Donald Trump really nail the election? Podcasts. I think the latest one on this Joe Rogan's 53 or 54 million. I mean, it is Joe Rogan we're talking about. #1 podcast on planet Earth. But if I looked at Theo Von's, Adrian Ross's, some of the other guys he went on, PBD, Patrick Bet-Davis. I love his show, by the way. Great show, Patrick Bet-Davis's. Podcasts will determine who gets into office in the next general election in this country. And if the political stuck-up elite of this country think they're any different than the Americans, and you wait and see, it's a bit early. The Germans have just called a snap election. So I expect the German podcasters have gone into overdrive. I bet the German podcasters are in overdrive. I'd actually love to reach out to one, but I don't know any. I might look up a few online and see if they've got 10 minutes to talk to me about it. But one more thing before I go on about the podcast is I'm still looking for a cameraman. 2 people now have let me down. You have to have a love for what you do. I love what I do. So, unless you're getting paid loads of money. Look, if you're interested in a trip to Germany and to hold a camera here and there for me, I can do most of it myself. But just a couple of money shots would be very helpful. And, you know, I'll pay for your accommodation and I'll take you out for a drink every night. How about that? Podcast list. So Liz Truss, so-called disgraced former Prime Minister who was kicked out because of her budget. Guess who loves her budget and is taking advice from her budget? J.D. Vance absolutely loves it, the soon-to-be Vice President of America. Donald Trump loves it. They've all become very friendly with Liz. And now I heard the Conservatives say a few weeks ago, I think they made a mistake. What? Yeah, such a mistake that it probably would have kept Labour out. They would never have got in. If Liz Truss was left to be trusted, Labour would have got nowhere near 10 Downing Street. The leader of UKIP. After what I've been seeing recently, this guy is a character. I love him. I love him to bits. He has charisma oozing out of him. Nick Tanconi or something like that. Anyway, hopefully we're going to get more well acquainted through a digital podcast. I would say Nigel Farage and Reform, but maybe later. See how they get on. They're doing so well at the moment. They're getting inundated. I don't want to hear the same old spiel they're saying to everyone else. I'd rather give it 6 months to the summer and see where we're at then. Avi Yemeni, who works for Ezra of Levant, Rebel Media. Tommy Robinson used to work for Rebel. And I would like to say to Ezra, I would love a job working as your European correspondent. Because you need one. I think you need a decent European correspondent. You look at them. Look at what a great job Ezra's done. Avi, for Ezra. He's done a fantastic job. Absolutely brilliant. He's Australia based. He only seems to go Australia, America. I could go Europe, there's so much going on in Europe. Just in my country alone. Let alone what's going on in Germany in February. And there's so much going on in Europe. With France, Le Pen, everything. So much going on. It's interesting times. I can't do it all on my own financially, so, to work for someone would help. I wrote down a lot of names, but it can't be an echo chamber. And that's something I came to the conclusion that, Louis, this ain't no echo chamber. This ain't the left throwing their kids out, toys out the pram, because Trump won the election. Oh, I'm leaving X, aka Twitter, and I'm going to Blue Sky. What the hell is all that about? And what is Blue Sky? Blue Sky is just a left-wing, liberal, libtard echo chamber. I know it got infiltrated by MAGA, Donald Trump's Make America Great Again people, but I think they just got blocked. I'm surprised. They like blocking and censoring, don't they? It's something I really, really don't believe in unless that person is being vilely racist, end of, threatening a terror attack, something real serious, and then they would get blocked and reported. Apart from that, you say anything you want. It's called freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. Only Facts Media. I've got a new website coming. AI generated. It's going to be cool as. Anyway, guys, I'm also going to be on the podcast list. So if you don't want to look at my ugly mug on YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, you can just listen to me maybe on Spotify or Apple or something like that. Anyway, guys, talk to you soon.